So hello everyone, I am Devanshu Sharma and in today's topic, we are going to do the one-shot revision of algebraic expressions and identities for class 8. So in this topic, what all things we are going to cover? What is an expression? How is it different from an equation? What are the terms of an expression? What is polynomial? What are the factors of an expression? Then we are going to discuss the different identities that are there in algebraic expressions and how we can use them to do a simple or a difficult question. And we are going to do a lot of questions for practice also. So without any further delay, let's start the session. Okay, so first of all, let's understand what is an algebraic expression and how is it different from an equation. So basically, an algebraic expression is a combination of all the constants and variables which are connected by mathematical operators like plus, minus, multiplication, division. Okay, so for example, I'll write down an expression that is x plus 3. In this, we can see that there is a variable which is x, there is a constant which is 3, and the mathematical operator which is used in this is the positive sign. Okay, so there is a variable and a constant which are getting added. So this is an example of an algebraic expression. Now, if we move forward towards equation, what we'll do, we'll apply a equal to sign. When there is an equal to sign along with the RHS, that is in this case, let's say is equal to y. So when there is an equal to sign along with a LHS and a RHS, that is left hand side and the right hand side, then it is called an equation. So the definition goes like this: an equation is an equality involving variables and it has an equal to sign. The expression on the left hand side of the equality is called the left hand side. जो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड इक्वल टू साइन के होता है उसको हम LHS बोलते हैं, दैट इज शॉर्ट फॉर लेफ्ट हैंड साइड. और जो राइट हैंड साइड पे होता है उसको RHS बोलते हैं, दैट इज शॉर्ट फॉर राइट हैंड साइड. राइट? ओके. So, what are the terms in an expression? What are the terms in an expression? So, various parts of an algebraic expression which are separated by mathematical operators like positive and negative or plus or minus. For example, let's write down an algebraic expression, let's say 2x plus 3y. So, in this we can say that 2x and 3y, these are two terms of the expression. Okay, these are two different terms of the expression because both the terms are separated by a positive sign or a plus sign. Similarly, 2x minus 3y would be another expression with two variables involved. Okay, great. So, terms in an expression, if we talk about the first one, which is called monomial. If there is only one term in the expression, it is called a monomial. If there are two terms, it is called a binomial, and if there are three terms, it is called a trinomial. Okay, but there is a catch in this. We have to understand what are like terms and what are unlike terms. Okay, so let's take an example. Let's say 2x and 3x. We say that both of these are like terms. How do we identify whether two terms are like terms or unlike terms? Let's try to understand. So, for two terms or more terms to be like, there are two methods, or I would rather say there are two conditions it should follow. First of all, both terms should have same variable. Okay, and the second condition is on the variables there should be सेम पावर. अगर मेरे पास दोनों ही टर्म्स में सेम वेरिएबल है और उन वेरिएबल्स पे सेम पावर है, both the conditions should follow, then only we can say that both the terms are like terms. For example, this 2x and 3x, in both of them the variable is x, so I would say that the first condition is fulfilled. And on both the variables, मतलब दोनों ही x पे there is a power of 1. So I would say that the second condition is also fulfilled and both the terms are like terms. Let's try to take another example and understand it more clearly. For example, 2xy and 5xy. In both the terms, there are same variables x and y, and both the variables x and y have the same power of 1 in both the terms. So both of them are like terms. Now, let's take another example, that is 2x square y and 2xy square. In this, the first condition is fulfilled, that the variables are same. Okay, the variables are same, but the second condition is not fulfilled, because in the first one x का power में 2 है, and in the second one x की power में 1 है. So the power on the variable is not same. So I would say that the second set is not like terms का set, these are unlike terms. अभी हम like और unlike terms क्यों समझ रहे हैं? Because we need to identify whether a polynomial or a algebraic expression is a monomial, binomial, or a trinomial. So the definition goes like this: if in an algebraic expression there is only one term, only one unlike term. For example, if we talk about, let's say, 2x plus 3x, in this, there are two terms, but it doesn't mean that it is a binomial. It is still a monomial. Why? Because both the terms are like terms, and we can add it up and make the expression as 5x. तो ये binomial नहीं है, ये monomial ही है. समझ में आया सबको? Perfect. Okay, so let's take another example. Let's say x plus y plus 3x. So is this a binomial or a trinomial? This is a binomial, because there are two unlike terms. This x and 3x are like terms, so they will be considered as one term only. Okay, so both the terms are same or like terms, and the expression will become 4x plus y. So it is a binomial, not a trinomial. I would suppose that we all are clear on this aspect. Okay, so this is how the nomenclature on the basis of the terms are done. Now, let's understand what are the factors of an expression. Now, each term in an algebraic expression is a product of one or more numbers or literals. Now, these numbers or literals are known as factors of that expression. A constant factor is called a numerical factor, while a variable factor is called a literal factor. Let's try to understand it. Okay, so let's try to understand it, what it is saying. For example, 2x, y. In this, we can say that the numerical factor is 2. The number which is multiplied in the expression. So the numerical factor of the expression or the term is equal to 2, and the factors in general are 2x and y. So that defines the factors of an expression. Each term in an algebraic expression is a product of one or more numbers or literals. So in this 2xy, it is a multiplication of 2x and y. So we can say that 2x and y are the factors of the expression. I hope we are able to understand this. Okay, great. So this brings us to the next topic, which is coefficient. So coefficient is the term or the factors which are multiplied with another number or a variable. In a term of an algebraic expression, any of the factor with the sign of the term is called the coefficient of the product of the other factors. For example, in the last one we have taken 2xy. So if I ask you what is the factor, or I would rather say what is the coefficient of x. So in this, the coefficient of x is the number or the variable which is multiplied by x. So in this we can say x के साथ क्या multiplied है? 2y. So that's how 2y is the coefficient of x in this. Another example, let's say x square plus x. So what we'll do, if we want to say that, if we want to see what is the coefficient of x, or I would change the example, x square plus 5x. So in this, the coefficient of x is 5, and the coefficient of x square is 1. इसमें प्लीज कंफ्यूज मत करना कि x और x स्क्वायर का कोफिशिएंट तो सेम होना चाहिए. इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट. एक्स स्क्वायर एक्स हर एक अनलाइक टर्म का अलग अलग कोफिशिएंट होता है. दिस वी हैव टू रिमेंबर. ओके. Okay, so now let's move on to the next aspect of algebraic expressions, which is doing operations like adding or subtracting or multiplication or division of algebraic expressions. So we'll start with addition of algebraic expressions. Let's take this example. So in this, we can see that there are three expressions which are getting added. Okay, so I'll write the first expression down. 7x square minus 4x plus 5. Now always remember this thing, to put down the like terms in the same column. Like terms को same column में रखना है if you are doing addition or subtraction. This is a must. Okay, so this is the first expression that I've written down. Let's write down the second expression, which is minus 3x square plus 2x minus 1. And the third expression would be like 5x square minus x plus 9. So we'll do the addition like we do the addition of normal numbers. So we'll start with the right hand side. 5 minus 1 plus 9, that is equal to plus 13, right? Then minus 4 plus 2 minus 1, which is equal to minus 3x. Then 7 minus 3 plus 5. 7 minus 3 is equal to 4 plus 5 is equal to 9x square. This is how we are going to do the addition of algebraic expressions. So now let's take an example of subtraction of algebraic expressions. जैसा हमने addition में किया था वैसा ही subtraction में करेंगे. But always remember one thing which is quite important, and most of the students miss out on this. So subtract this from this. मतलब second वाले में से first वाला subtract करना है. So we'll write the first wala in the top. Okay, so 7x square minus 4xy plus 8y square plus 5x minus 3y, right? And हमने क्या starting में बात करी थी when we were doing the addition कि like terms को same column में रखना है. Okay, so in this 5x square will be written here. देन माइनस 4y स्क्वायर वो y स्क्वायर के लाइक टर्म के नीचे आएगा. देन प्लस 6y एंड -3 का फर्स्ट एक्सप्रेशन में कोई भी लाइक टर्म नहीं था तो उसको अलग से लिखेंगे. नाउ अभी ये वॉइड्स जो क्रिएट हुए हैं, ये जो खाली जगह क्रिएट हुई है, इसको फिल करने के लिए हम क्या करेंगे, प्लस 0xy प्लस 0x एंड प्लस 0. ये लिखना कोई जरूरी नहीं है, बट द प्रॉब्लम इज कि अगर खाली स्पेसेस या फिर voids आर देयर, it means that there is a possibility that you will do some kind of a mistake or a silly mistake while doing the calculation. Okay, so the first one minus the second one, right? So what we'll do, this second expression is getting subtracted from the first one. So अगर मैं ब्रैकेट ओपन करता हूं, माइनस बाहर है और ब्रैकेट ओपन कर रहा हूं, तो अंदर के सारे साइन चेंज हो जाने वाले हैं. सो दिस plus 5x square will become minus 5x square. This will be minus 0xy. Minus 4y square will become plus 4y square. Then plus 0x will become minus 0x. Plus 6y will become minus 6y and minus 3 will become plus 3. Now we'll do the addition wala thing. Okay, so 7x square minus 5x square, that is 2x square. Minus 4xy minus 0xy would be equal to minus 4xy. 8y square plus 4y square, that will give me plus 12y square. 5x minus 0x will be plus 5x. Minus 3y minus 6y will be equal to minus 9y, and 0 plus 3 would be equal to plus 3. So this will be the final subtraction ka result. I hope we all are able to understand this. So now let's move on to the multiplication of algebraic expressions. And if we want to multiply algebraic expressions, we need to take care, or we need to remember one of the identity of, or one of the law of exponent and powers. That says that a to the power m into a to the power n would be equal to a to the power m plus n. So if the bases are same and two expressions are getting multiplied, बेस सेम है और मल्टीप्लिकेशन हो रहा है, तो हम पावर्स को डायरेक्टली ऐड कर सकते हैं, राइट? सो लेट्स डू अ क्वेश्चन ऑन दिस. सो 3ab into 5b, 3ab into 5b. So first of all, multiply the numbers. 3 into 5, that is equal to 15. a किसी के साथ मल्टीप्लाई नहीं हो रहा, सो इट विल बी रिटन डाउन एज a itself, and b to the power 1 into b to the power 1, the bases are same and we are multiplying, तो क्या होगा, पावर्स ऐड हो जाएगी, so it will become b square. So the answer would be 15ab square. Similarly, 4x cube into minus of 3xy. So first of all, 4 into minus 3 is equal to minus 12. X to the power 3 into x to the power 1, that will become x to the power 4 and y to the power 1 as it is. Okay, so let's do this question. Multiplication of two monomials, जैसा हमने previous question में देखा. In this also we'll do the same thing. Area of a rectangle, we have to find out where the length of the rectangle is 2x square and the breadth is 4y square. So we know that area of a rectangle is equal to length into breadth, and length is equal to 2x square and breadth is 4y square. So numbers ka multiplication, that will become 8, x square, y square would be the correct answer. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So in this question, we have to find out what is the volume of a rectangular box having length, breadth and height. So we'll do the same thing again. Volume of a rectangular box would be equal to length into breadth into height. So 2ax into 3by into 5cz, that is equal to 2 into 3 into 5, 2 into 3, 6 into 5, 30 into a, b, c, x, y, z. खाली नंबर वेरिएबल्स का मल्टीप्लिकेशन लिखा है. ओके, ग्रेट. नाउ if I want to multiply a monomial and a binomial, what should I do? So see, in this question, 3x into 5y plus 2. So what we need to do, we have to open the bracket. Bracket कैसे open होता है? एक साइड में एक फॉर्मूला लिखते हैं. अगर मुझे a मल्टीप्लाई बाय b प्लस c करना है तो क्या करूंगा? पहले इन दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा, मतलब a into b, then I'll apply this mathematical operator. In this case, it is equal to a plus wala sign, so I'll apply that positive sign, and then a into c. Okay, so same goes for this question. 3x into 5y, तो क्या होगा? 15xy, then this positive sign, and then 3x into 2, which is equal to 6x. So this is how we multiply a monomial by a polynomial, okay, or a monomial by a binomial. Now in the next question, we are going to do the multiplication of a monomial by a trinomial, and we'll apply the same method. तो देखते हैं, 3p into 4p square, तो क्या बना? 12p cube, फिर ये प्लस वाला साइन, देन 3p into 5p, क्या बनेगा? 15p square. Then again this mathematical operator will appear, and finally 3p into 7, which is 21p. This is how we open a bracket for the multiplication of a monomial with a polynomial. Okay. Now in the next question, we are going to do the multiplication of a binomial and a binomial. Okay. So in this, 3a plus 4b multiplied with 2a plus 3b. So how to open the bracket? First of all, multiply this with the entire expression, and then multiply the second term with again the entire second expression. So 3a into 2a plus 3b plus, because there is a mathematical operator of positive, okay, into 4b into 2a plus 3b. Now again, both these are multiplication of a monomial with a binomial, which we have already seen. तो उसको फिर से कर लेते हैं. So 3a into 2a will become 6a square. Then 3a into 3b will become 9ab plus 4b into 2a, that will become 8ab plus 4b into 3b, that will become 12b square. Now as we can see, ये दोनों like terms है, तो add कर देते हैं इनको. So it will become 6a square plus 9 plus 8, that is 17ab plus 12b square. That would be the final multiplication of these two binomials. Okay. Now let's multiply a binomial with a trinomial. We are going to take all the different aspects. So binomial with a trinomial ka multiplication, same goes for this. A into the entire second expression, that is a square plus 3a plus 5. Then the mathematical operator is plus, so we'll apply a positive sign, and 7, the second term, into the entire second expression. Now we'll open the bracket. So a into a square, a cube, a into 3a, that is 3a square, and finally a into 5, that is 5a, plus 7 into a square, that is 7a square, plus 7 into 3a, that is 21a. Sorry, this is a. 7 into 3a, that is 21a, plus 7 into 5, that is 35. And finally, there is a cube, 3a square plus 7a square, that is 10a square. Like terms को हमेशा solve करके लिखना है पूरा. Okay. 5a plus 21a, that is 26a, and at the end 35. This is the total multiplication. So now, as we have completed the discussion on the multiplication of algebraic expressions, let's move on to the identities part. So an identity is an equality which is true for all the values of the variable. मतलब basically you consider it as a formula. ठीक है, अगर formula है तो वो सारी values के लिए valid है. Now let's see what are the 4 different identities that we are going to use in this chapter. So the first one says that a plus b ka whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. The second one is a minus b ka whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Third one, a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. And the fourth one, x plus a into x plus b is equal to x square plus a plus b into x plus ab. We need to by heart these identities. अच्छे से याद करनी है, उसके बाद कोई problem नहीं होने वाली while solving any of the question. Okay, so let's apply these identities in some questions. So the first one is 103 ka whole square we have to find out. So let's use these identities and try to find out 103 ka whole square, and then we'll go for 93 ka whole square. So 103 can be written as 100 plus 3 and then whole square. Now we know that a plus b ka whole square is equal to, that is the first identity, a square plus 2ab plus b square. So similarly, in this case, 100 will act as a, b will act as 3. So we'll open this bracket of square as 100 square plus twice of 100 into 3 plus 3 square. That will be equal to 10,000 plus 600 plus 9. And I would say that the final answer would be 10,609. कितना simple हो गया ना question using the identity? Otherwise, we would have to multiply 103 into 103. That would be quite difficult. Okay. Similarly, we can solve the next one. So in this 93 ka whole square, this 93 ka whole square we can do with two ways. So we can write this 93 as 90 plus 3 or 100 minus 7. दोनों तरीके से लिख सकते हैं, बात तो एक ही है. Okay, we'll solve it with both the ways. Okay, so this will be by using the first identity, which is a plus b ka whole square, which is equal to a square plus twice of a into b plus b square. So this 90 ka square is equal to 8100. Then 2 into 3 into 90, 2 into 3, 6, 6 into 9, 54. So this will be equal to 540 plus 3 square, that is 9. So this would be equal to 8649. So 8649 would be your final answer. Let's see कि वो second वाले तरीके से भी same answer आता है कि नहीं. So 100 minus 7 का whole square, that will be the second identity, which is a minus b का whole square. That opens up to be a square minus 2ab plus b square. So this would be 100 square minus twice of 100 into 7 plus 7 square. Correct? So 100 square would be 10,000 minus 1400 plus 49. So that is equal to 8649 again. तो आप कैसे भी तरीके से कर सकते हो, but identities use करके your calculation would be quite simple. Okay. So we'll apply these identities in some other questions also. Let's see an application of the third identity, which is a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So इस क्वेश्चन में वो लग रहा है, सी हमारे पास क्या था, a plus b into a minus b. Let's change the question a little bit. Let's say that 6x square plus 7y square into 6x square minus 7y square. तो इसको वैसे ही ट्रीट करके 6x square will act as a and 7y square will act as b. And this is equal to a square minus b square. So similarly, this multiplication should also be equal to 6x square का whole square minus 7y square का whole square. 6x square का whole square would be equal to 36x to the power 4. And the second one would be equal to 49y to the power 4. That would be the correct answer. अगर आप without using the identity, if you would have gone to solve this particular question, तो बहुत ज़्यादा difficult हो जाता, right? Okay, let's do one more question which is very like interesting. So the value which is given to us is x plus 1 by x is equal to 4. And we have to calculate the value of x square plus 1 by x square. Now always remember this thing, अगर मुझे square का values पता करना है, तो मुझे क्या मैं ऐसा बोल सकता हूँ कि लेफ्ट हैंड साइड को स्क्वायर करना पड़ेगा तभी तो एक्स स्क्वायर और 1 बाय एक्स स्क्वायर बन के निकलेगा. अगर मैं इक्वेशन में इफ आई एम डूइंग समथिंग ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, आई हैव टू डू द एग्जैक्ट सेम थिंग ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड आल्सो. ठीक है, तो यहां पर भी स्क्वायर करना पड़ेगा. सो लेट्स सी. सो यूजिंग द फर्स्ट आइडेंटिटी a प्लस b का होल स्क्वायर, सो विल ओपन इट एज a स्क्वायर प्लस ट्वाइस ऑफ a into b plus b square. And the right hand side would be written as 4 square, that is 16. Now left hand side पे middle वाला term देखो कि x into 1 by x, तो ये तो cross होने वाला है ना? So it will become x square plus 2 plus 1 by x square is equal to 16. This positive 2 will transfer to the right hand side, लेकिन negative बन जाएगा. So x square plus 1 by x square will be equal to 16 minus 2, that is 14. That's how we get the value of x square plus 1 by x square. So now let's do a few more questions. So and using the identity only. So this is 983 ka whole square minus 17 ka square. So the third identity says that a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. तो मैं थोड़ा सा रिवर्स में आइडेंटिटी देखता हूँ, समथिंग स्क्वायर माइनस समथिंग स्क्वायर. So this will be acting as a square, this will act as b square, and this entire thing I'll be able to write as a plus b into a minus b. So it will become 983 plus 17 into 983 minus 17. Okay, so 983 plus 17 is equal to 1000. And 983 minus 17 is equal to 966. So this is equal to 966,000. So that's how, using the identity, we are able to solve the question without doing any hefty calculation. So another question in which we'll use the third identity. So in this, we can see that 95 into 103, quite a difficult problem, right? Again, but इसको दूसरी तरीके से देखें तो 95 को क्या मैं 99 माइनस 4 लिख सकता हूं? बिल्कुल लिख सकता हूं। 103 को 99 प्लस 4 लिख सकता हूं, करेक्ट? तो इसको a माइनस बी इंटू ए प्लस बी मैं बोल सकता हूं, दैट शुड बी इक्वल टू a square minus b square. Okay, and similarly this 99 minus 4 into 99 plus 4 would be equal to 99 square minus 4 square. And 99 square, I hope you guys remember what is 99 square. अगर नहीं याद है तो अभी याद कर लो, that it is equal to 9801 and 4 square is equal to 16. तो सिंपली आपका आंसर आएगा 9785. This would be your final answer without any difficult calculation using the identities. So I hope you guys are able to understand कि identities के साथ आप बहुत सारा calculation बचा सकते हैं. Okay. So that's all for this video, and I hope you all are able to understand what are algebraic expressions and identities, and I'll see you in the next video then. Bye bye.